How are you, YouTube? What the fuck? What's going on here? This is not my shed. Huh? Who's this fella?
What's the crack?
Jason Dunn, Fiberman. How are you?
How about it, man, yourself?
Good to see you. So, this is Jason Dunn. He goes by Fiberman on the internet. And he makes reproduction glass fibre stuff for bikes, cars, tractors, race cars.
Anything you want in fucking fiberglass, we can do it for you.
And you make everything yourself?
We do, yeah.
In-house?
Everything. We make all our own molds.
Yeah, I can see that. So these are some of your molds up here.
That's a few of them, yeah. The other sheds are... That's the hardest part, is trying to store the molds. You nearly have to build a shed just to put the molds into it.
Right. And, like, I suppose people... the first questions people would ask is, how in the name of God did you get into this carry-on?
Well, my father years ago, he used to make the pedal boats.
Right.
And I kind of just had a flair for it, helping him out doing it. And then a mate of mine asked me would I be interested in doing bodywork for road cars.
Right.
And I said, yeah. So that was Extreme Sound, actually, down in Athlone.
Yeah.
And went from there then, just progressed to getting bigger and bigger, doing all the cars. And there was another guy then down in Limerick, can't think of the man's name now, Tobin. He asked me would I be interested in doing bike parts.
Okay.
So it was easier to store bike parts on the shelf than a heap of bumpers. So we got out of the cars and into the...
Well, of course, the car stuff would take up an enormous amount of space.
Serious, lad. It was mental. Like,
yeah.
As you can see, you'd fit a ton of molds on a shelf over there. You'd only fit 5 or 6 bumpers.
I can see one over there, and I can instantly tell that that's a slingshot tailpiece by the shape of it.
Oh, yeah. It is indeed.
So Jason is a keen biker himself, and he's heavily involved in the scene with the St. Luke's run and all that carry on. And you have a few bikes.
I do, too many of them though, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
A few that's going, too many projects.
Yeah, like there's a lot of people like that. But so like you make all this stuff yourself, and
yeah, myself and my wife Carmel.
Well, fair play to her. I'm assuming this is a big barrel of resin here.
A barrel of resin, yeah.
Yeah.
That says you won't run away with it on your shoulder anyway.
No, not so. It's not like the lads at home messing with their what you call it, Isopon fiberglass kits. Then
it's completely different.
It's a little bit different than that.
Is, yeah.
And here it's the chop strand on the big rolls and table to cut it and the whole lot. It's absolutely amazing. Like you've all this different stuff here hanging up, so you actually mould all the stuff.
Yeah, other parts are moulded from original parts.
Right.
Because I'm very fucking OCD in particular. It has to be right, it has to fit. I
Yeah.
have to make sure that when the customer gets it, there's no messing around with it. It goes straight onto the bike.
Okay, so like some people would say out there, right, sure, I can buy race fairings or reproduction fairings on eBay that come from China. What's the difference between those and yours?
Mine fit.
Yours fit, okay. and they're not made out of rice paper either.
Yeah, there's no Taiwan Tommy here now, let me tell you.
Yeah. Well, I've just got this from Jason myself for the slab. And I have wanted one of these for a long time. And I was doing the rounds everywhere looking for one. You know yourself.
It's mad. There's people actually that only live half an hour away from me and they didn't even know I existed doing this. Like,
yeah,
you know,
and I'm subscribed to Jason on TikTok, and we're trying to get him up and running now with a bit of long form content here on YouTube. So I'm doing this video to kind of promote Jason's channel. So I'll leave a link to Jason's channel in the description under this video. I'll leave a link to his TikTok and his Facebook as well if you're looking for parts. And all you have to do is give the man a shout and he will hook you up. So Jason, I don't know, this is absolutely amazing to see all this stuff here. And I'm sure people would like to see videos of how, you know, how you go about making this stuff. And
that's the intention. We're going to basically go from beginner's level to real intricate molds, you know.
Yeah.
Type of way.
What's the most complicated thing you ever made?
The most complicated thing I ever made, oh Jesus, I was actually asked to do a cowboy hat on a motorcycle helmet one time, but we didn't go there. That was just a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Yeah, that would have caught a lot of wind, wouldn't it?
That exactly. I have to say now, one of the not the most complicated, but lately we done an RK toolbox.
Okay.
This is your original.
Okay.
We'll say, right? And the part that was getting me was this section here.
Okay.
Because it's like, that's an injection mold.
Yeah.
That's, the mold is together, it's injected into it, it comes out, to peel it off and away you go. So we came up with our own. Now this one here is in the process of being made because it has to be made separate.
Okay.
Into two parts, joined together while it's wet.
Okay.
And then your seam lines, I won't put it together now, but your seam lines there, there'll be a mush made up, a fiberglass mush we call it, chop strand basically into it and then coated with a fiberglass, and you end up with, this is the very first one that came out of the mould.
There's nothing wrong with that. It looks very good.
Like
Looks the same.
Says, I was very pleased, sent pictures to the customer, he's over the moon with it, so there's two of them to go out to Spain next week.
Right.
So happy days.
So there's a question now. Is it just people in Ireland or Europe that you deal with?
95% of our product is export.
To where? Just give us name a few places.
Russia, China, New Zealand, Australia, Iceland, Japan, America is, a lot of our customers are based in America. A lot more of our customers then would be, there's a lot of racing in Germany, Netherlands, so we'd have a big quantity of product going out there as well.
Yeah, a lot of the race variants for one make series and stuff like that.
The 60400s, the Slabby and the Slingshot.
Yeah.
If somebody had told me 5-6 years ago, pick two bikes, and you could
make a living making parts for them,
I would have just laughed at them.
Go away.
But
have you perfected a fiberglass fuel tank for the Slabby yet?
we are actually going in the process of doing a fiberglass tank for the Slabby. The big hump and the small hump on it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, the endurance or the non-endurance one.
So we just had to do a bit of research to get a product that would actually work on the inside, because the ethanol eats the fiberglass.
Ethanol, it eats everything.
Everything. So yeah, that will be in the pipeline and that'll be available. I won't say when, because it's like this. The list of stuff I have to mold is crazy.
Endless.
It's endless. We're doing another seat unit for the M there at the minute. We'll be going on then to the Katana. And then
is that the new Katana or the old
the
Katana?
old Katana,
Right.
Katana we say. We'll be doing a race seat for that. We have the front fairing for it. We're going to track down a belly pan, or we'll probably design a belly pan for it. We then will be going to the water cooled stuff.
Very good.
The water cooled fairing sitting over there, ready to go. The guy in Germany, actually, I think it was about a year ago he sent them to me. But that's just the time scale between, like, it's not just all bike stuff we do a lot of tractor work as well. But
well, I don't know a lot about tractors, but I know that's a sunroof thingy for one of them.
That's your roof for the 300 series Massey Ferguson.
Yeah.
But with that as well, we took on a project there last year. It was it's a nap car. It's like the Porsche Spider.
Right.
We done the front section of that, so the back section of that is hopefully coming to us shortly. So it's different projects we'll be working on throughout the year.
Keeps it interesting. So
it does. Like, I'm learning every day.
Yeah.
I'm 26 years of fiberglass.
Oh, that's a long time.
You know,
that's a lifetime.
Fucking is. But it doesn't feel like that.
No.
I love doing it.
Well, they say when you work at what you love, you never work a day in your life.
Like when you can take a raw piece of material.
Yeah. Like
and
that.
Turn it into something like that.
That's amazing. That is.
It's a great feeling.
Yeah.
It is a
great
feeling.
sense of achievement.
And I tell you what it is. It's even better when people around the world want it.
Exactly.
It makes you feel good, like you're doing something progressive, you know.
Yeah, and of course you're helping to keep all bikes and cars and whatnot on the road, which is.
We get a lot of messages now, from, I'm not just saying it, but a lot of happy customers around the world, and they're like, thanks for doing this, because we can't get these parts.
That's amazing.
You know, and even your Slabby, for instance, is 30-something year old, so the plastic on it is brittle.
Yes.
It's going to give, you know, so
you're better off in new stuff. Like, I'm far happier now getting that. And instead of finding one of the old, who was it used to make those? Was it Power Bronze or somebody like that?
Yes.
M&P used to sell them, remember?
That's right.
Pyramid Plastics or something like that. Skid marks, that's them. But like the plastic would be brittle and, you know, it'd be crazing under the paint and all sorts. So anyway, Jason, we leave it there, right? And we're going to get this man up and running on YouTube. So if anybody is interested that watches the stuff I do, go and give this man a subscribe. And he's in the process of getting some videos together to put in his channel. And let's show the love and give him some support. Jason, thanks very much for having us.
Much appreciated, dude. Thanks
And
for coming by.
we'll be back again soon. Okie dokie. Get you in the next one.
Happy days.